Hey, welcome in. Well, I have to say, I actually really enjoy making fun of articles like this. This is from Bold, or Bold, whatever it's called. And this is an article written by a woman, for women, that explains that everything is men's fault, all right? Nothing is your fault, you're perfect. It is 12 reasons you're single, even though you're a catch. Because as we know, all women are goddesses, right? That's what we're told these days. All women are goddesses. I mean, just for being a woman. You know, men aren't all gods. Women are all goddesses, though, for some reason. I don't know. I mean, I've seen the women on The View, and I'm not sure that I agree. But anyway, this one is kind of funny. 12 reasons you're single, even though you're a catch. You know, it might be that you're not actually a catch. That could be one. They don't mention that in this article, though. They don't mention that as one possible option as to why you're still single. It says here, you're awesome, but you're single. What are you doing wrong? Absolutely nothing. Here are 12 reasons you're single, even though you're a catch. Yeah, you just keep on believing that. 1, you don't believe in settling. That's because you have a grossly unrealistic sense of self. You know, it might just be that you're not quite as awesome as you think, and so you don't believe in settling. It says here, you know what type of people settle? The ones who think they're running out of time to find something real, and those who think true love isn't in the cards for them. However, that's not the case for you. You know he's out there, and you're not settling for anything less. Yeah, and you know what? Before long, you'll be able to buy live cats through Amazon, have them delivered right to your house. So it's a win-win. Let's see, you're waiting to meet somebody worthy of your awesomeness. That's why you're single. Oh, it's just that you haven't met anybody worthy of your awesomeness. Yes, keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. You're amazing. So why would you even bother being with someone who doesn't equal you in that? I mean, seriously, it'll totally be worth the wait. Is this satire? Sometimes I wonder with these articles if it's like the Babylon Bee or the Onion or something. Because it just doesn't seem like it could be real. Like there would never be anything like this written for men. That just wouldn't work. You know, it'll totally be worth the wait. Well, it depends on how much you like cats. Just going to interrupt for 1 second to say if you like this content, subscribe so you can see more. Thanks a lot. Let's see. You don't need a man to validate your existence. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You are lying to yourself. All right, number 5, you're too busy living your life. Well, this should be interesting. It says, you have trips to take, people to meet, projects to tackle, and you have a goal to go to 30 countries before you turn 30. Your schedule is pretty damn packed. No, it's not, and no, you're not. You're not going to 30 countries before you turn 30. Nah, you're just not. I mean, maybe, how many people actually do that? Not many. Maybe it's not that you've got too much to do. Maybe it's that your standards are too high. You think far too highly of yourself, and you're just not that great. Anyway, next. Well, this is interesting. It may sound like some sort of cop-out or cliche, but this is 2015, so I guess this is 5 years ago. Now, I wonder how many women agreed with the premise of this article, that they were just too awesome and are still single now, 5 years later. I wonder. What woman isn't focused on her career to some degree? You love what you do, and you're good at it. No, you don't, and no, you're not. Again, you don't love what you do, and you're not good at it. How many people really are? And you know what? If you're getting into your mid-30s, you're starting to panic because you know that you don't love what you do, and you're not that good at it. Or maybe you are good at it, but you still don't love it. And maybe you've made all the wrong decisions in your life. And maybe you just weren't that awesome after all. Anyway, which is sad. I mean, that's sad. I actually don't even want to make fun of that. That's just kind of tragic. 7, you've got great friends to distract you from romance. Are they that great? Are they that great? I'm going to bet they aren't, actually. 8, guys aren't as into commitment as they once were. Well, I wonder why that is. Something about a cow and a milk and getting it for free? I think it's something to do with that. Let's see, it says, while hooking up is fun and one-night stands are a blast, actually they're not usually a blast. Usually there's a lot of booze and other things involved, and There's a lot of walk of shames in the morning. There's a lot of them. So one-night stands aren't actually usually all that great. But anyway, it says it's hard to find commitment in a sea of men who just aren't into it. In this particular case, your singleness is totally out of your control. Well, it is if your standards are too high. If you think that you're so awesome that you can be super picky. No, because there's lots of guys who'd like to get into a relationship. Just the percentage of them who are at the standards this woman probably expects, probably isn't very many. But there's still lots of guys who'd be very happy to be with a woman who actually isn't that awesome. But, is enough. But anyway, let's see. Your confidence is really intimidating. No, it isn't. Let me let you in on a secret here. No man is intimidated by your confidence. I'm sorry, that's not true. It says here, it's true. It's not true. It's not true at all. Look, guys grow up around a bunch of other guys. They're used to being around a bunch of people constantly competing with them and trying to one-up them and trying to, out-whatever them, right? We're not intimidated by your confidence. No guy is. That's a lie. You are delusional. Okay, next. You need to focus on you first. Let's see. It says, before you share your life with someone else, you first need to know who you are, what you want, and in what direction you're headed. Well, I know which direction you're headed. To the pet store to buy huge bags of cat litter, and you're going to need them. Anyway, it ends off. It's not fair to offer only half of yourself to someone when you're still not completely whole. That doesn't mean anything. You're not that important, all right? You're not that awesome. You're not that important. You're not that special. What does this mean? Only offer half of yourself to someone when you're still not completely whole? No. You are who you're going to be, okay? Just deal with it. The reason you're single is because that's what the market has determined. That is what the market has determined your value is, okay? That's why you're single. Lower your standards, maybe you won't be. Maybe the market will change its mind. Anyway, let's see. You don't really have time to meet people. Let's see. You didn't even have time to eat lunch today, let alone set up an online dating profile. In fact, you're not even sure you have time to swipe more than once or twice on Tinder. Oh, I forgot. That's what counts as meeting people these days. Swiping on Tinder. You're too in love with single life. No, you're not. You're miserable and lonely. You're not ready. That's a lie. That's absolutely a lie. If a guy who actually met your ridiculous standards came along, you would drop everything in a second for him. And then the next day when he hasn't called you back, and then a year from then when he hasn't called you back still, you're going to tell yourself that you're still waiting to meet somebody worthy of your awesomeness. And that's very sad. Anyway, if you want to know why so many people are miserable in the modern age, it's articles like this that tell people sweet little lies that have absolutely no real value whatsoever. Anyway, thanks a lot. Please subscribe, like, and share if you just like to listen. There's Radio Baloney, the podcast. It's on every platform, including Spotify. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.